Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
If we look
Like a
kind of
comic
stylized, yeah, like cartoons, it's because I've been having issues with this GoPro all morning long. And we use a GoPro to stream because
We
it
can't
has a
use
wider angle, because there's two of us on the screen.
We
and
tried a
need it.
different camera this week, and it was hot garbage.
It was such garbage. And here's my problem, trying to find things online now. And keep in mind, I'm talking about technology, but this really goes for everything. I will oftentimes Google like best ranking,
Oh, and then it's all sponsored.
whatever, web cameras or wide angle webcams. And not even if it's not sponsored, what I noticed is companies, I think, are buying review looking
Oh.
websites
Oh.
and just putting all of their
Well-
own products there. And it'll be like best US reviews 2020.com.
But also, a lot of even travel and leisure and stuff, they're often given those things for free to test
Mhm.
out. I mean, that's been the thing since the age of time. That's how a lot of what's trending. I was given stuff to sample and then review it. If something truly sucked, I didn't do it.
Mhm.
But a lot of those things now are purchased.
Yeah.
In those guides.
But we tried a different camera, and then when I was trying to set up this GoPro again, I guess it reset to its original like color settings, which look like this. Like I'm not this dark normally, but anyway, we've got a lot of things we're gonna get into. You Look Great giveaway. We have 2 of them today. We're gonna start the first one right after the hype train. Hopefully, we hit that hype train. Then we've got embarrassingly arrested, and I'll explain because I think at least one person out there watching can join me in this. Okay, I wasn't arrested yesterday or anything, but we'll talk about that. Then we've got the big announcement that we mentioned on
The
the
morning,
Morning Show podcast, but we would have mentioned it on Instagram had we been able to post on Instagram yesterday.
It's broken for us. Sorry, I just hear screaming.
Yeah, that's cats.
It's broken for, I know, the Carla and Anthony fans account. So at first I was like, I'm in Instagram jail. Then my friends would try to comment on things and they're getting issues. So
And then I think it hit Ricky yesterday, last night, too.
it's like a virus going around.
Yeah, I don't know. And then we've got to talk about this. This is going to sound weird before we get into it, right? So you have to wait with us. Baby bedtimes, and why apparently there's like new drama in the world of parenting. I figure last show we talked about baby changing stations. May as well follow it up. So I am
We're
going to
so
get our phone
educated.
line ready. You can always hit us up at 201-305-0894. But don't call yet because it is not set up. Oh, and we are almost through the hype train. So why don't you tell everyone, Carla Marie, because we've got about 25% left, what we are doing once we hit this hype train.
We're taking a shot of a grasshopper shooter, which has creme de menthe, creme de cocoa, and heavy cream. So
What
it's
happened to the sheet?
it got wet.
Oh.
And it basically is a mint chocolate shooter. And as someone who despises mint chocolate, it's really good.
Oh, this is so cool. So this app that I downloaded, it's the Streamlabs app. I can control everything on my computer from my phone now, for Streamlabs at least. And it says who subscribed. You have a whole list here.
Whoa.
So thank you very much to, wow, there's a lot of people.
Oh.
Maria in Beemore, Miguel in Florida again, Kelly in New Jersey, Z from NYC, Jen from Jersey City, Crystal Glitterbug, Drown You Out,
Drown you out. We got to talk.
Jen and Lisa, everyone who got us through the hype train today. Thank you very, very much for that.
Drown You Out was wearing a You Look Great shirt yesterday on some kind of I don't know, it was a live stream with Andrew McMahon.
Mhm.
Did you just burp?
I said, mm-hmm.
And he complimented on her shirt.
How did he see her, though?
I
I'm
don't-
confused.
I mean, it was probably like a personal Zoom.
I'm not mad about it whatsoever. Just asking. All right, so now that is done, the hype train, Carla Marie can finish up that shot, and I can pull up the giveaway. The way the giveaway is going to work, do not enter yet because it's not set up. But the way the giveaway is going to work, we've got every size except
It
for
looks-
large
It looks like antifreeze.
in You Look Great and Carla Marie and Anthony gear. We also have the drawstring neon pink backpacks. So you can choose your size. You have to be here to win, and you've got to let us know that you're here within about a minute of us drawing your name, because then we can move
your
on.
accent is full Jersey today.
I think
Drawstring and here.
I didn't say here. What are you talking about?
I watched a video of me from 2015, and I'm like, I got pink and purple hair, and I'm like, why am I talking like this? And when did it was like I just woke up one day, I was like, I'm moving on from this accent. Well, I'll have to play it next week.
What were you listening to?
I was looking for when I first dyed my hair pink with Dina with the pink hair, and walking into my parents' house. My mom is like, no, you didn't. My dad's like, it's horrible. And I'm like, I dyed my hair pink and purple. I'm going to go show my parents.
You're not. It's not that bad,
Anthony.
is it? Really?
Just wait.
All right, give everyone their ticket for free. Send confirmation when buying tickets. Ticket cost $1 million because it's free. 1 ticket per person, and subscriber luck is up to 3. Bam, there we go. You're on. How many gummies did you have today?
1.
Did you just take it? I feel like it just kicked in. All right, there is the giveaway. So here's how this works. You go into the chat and you type in exclamation point in the word enter. Then you hit send. That's all you have to do. And you will see that number go up as people do it.
All right, Anthony. I'm gonna throw.
Wait, why is it frozen?
What's frozen?
Because the timer's not going up. Oh, there we go. That was really weird. Did everyone else notice that? It went from 6 seconds to like 40 something. I saw Liz Dewicki, who's on the television here, on what is it?
Q13. Fox 13.
Oh yeah, now it's Fox 13. I saw her Instagram story this morning. Apparently, she can post on Instagram, even though we can't. There are 6 planets currently in retrograde.
Oh, everything that makes 1,000%.
Which is why like everything's broken. Now, I don't know anything
planet
about.
Makes your body hurt.
I don't know anything about planets, so that could be totally wrong. I'm just going on what I learned on the internet.
Whatever planet makes your body hurt is happening.
What hurts? Why are you talking?
Everything hurts. My whole body is so off.
So what are you looking up?
6 planets in retrograde.
All right, let's take the shot and move on.
No, but that's a very important thing.
Okay, well, let's take the shot and move on from this. Cheers,
Yeah.
Carla Marie. Cheers to everyone who supported, and cheers to Seattle Cocktail Club.
Mm-mm-mm.
What? What are you looking at? Oh. No? We've got coasters.
Hold on, there was something I just wanted to show. Oh, I did the new iPhone update yesterday.
Okay.
And I've had the same phone background since May of 2021. And it was a photo of Anthony, baby Jake, and John hugging each other in the pool. And I've loved that photo, but with the new like updates and widgets you can add, it was like covering your faces. So although this is kind of covering our faces, I officially, for the first time in our relationship, have a
Ew.
boyfriend-girlfriend background.
Why would that be your background?
It's cute. I'm probably going to change it, because you can change it with your like different focuses. So this says like it's got my little calendar. It's got my fitness. You can't really say it.
Yeah, thank you, Ricky. Barf. Bar-R-R.
Ricky's just mad she was never my background. I'll make one. Fine. I can do it. Maybe my work background will be Ricky because I'm going to be like Ricky when I grow up, and I want to work hard to be just like her. 'Cause
Okay.
you can do your work focus. You can mark messages unread. That's all I've ever wanted.
So there
you
was
can't do that, right?
I don't know.
No, you can't.
Let's see.
I know. There's a thing.
There was an article I came across. What, Carla?
I forgot about this. Ricky said I was your password at work for like 8 months.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What was the password?
Probably I love Ricky or that chick Ricky.
So let's see. If I hold that down, mute notifications. It doesn't look like I can pin it to the top.
Truly, it's worth $1,000 phone. Just be able to mark things unread.
I can pin it to the top, which I guess I could use in the same
I
let
can
me get
pin
back
it
to
too.
this. But no, we can't mark unread. But I will say there was an article, I think it was TechCrunch or something like that recently, And right after the Apple announcement with the new iOS update and everything, it went through all of the new updates and when it was implemented in the Android world first. And I didn't realize a lot of them were things that Android phones have done forever. And
Like the widgets, changing your phone.
widgets, things like that. But also, I wasn't aware that Apple Mail was like way behind Gmail.
Oh, like.
But does anyone use Apple Mail?
So I used Apple Mail up until probably 4 years ago. I used to use it all the time because at work we use Outlook, and the Outlook app is absolute trash.
Yeah, it's
so
hot garbage.
Apple Mail was better, but then I switched over
Hold
to
on.
Gmail.
If you work at Microsoft, please don't come down here and kill us because we think your Outlook.
Oh, we'd
app.
love to have you as a sponsor.
We'll definitely use Outlook if you pay us. Uri Saucy
you.
said for Android you can mark messages as unread with an app called Textra.
I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like you gotta get fixed at some point.
Okay, well, we talked about this last week.
Okay, what?
I am getting fixed in the winter. I'm doing slit therapy.
So we've got to listen to this nonsense.
It was fine on Tuesday. I don't understand. And I slept with the air on. There's no trees in my room. I don't know. Maybe it's you.
Done. I'll get a different room.
My back has been hurting so bad.
There's
Hey,
one of those apartments down the street.
No, you can
They're
go.
pretty
You
small.
can put one of those little pods outside the house.
I could. What if I just got like a shed and put it in
Yeah.
the little courtyard area?
Oh man, I had a dream that all the cats ran away.
That's cool. Thanks.
Well, I was thinking about it because there was a
Where did that come from?
because also in my dream there was a homeless person sitting on our roof, and I was like, "You got to go." Everything there was chaos. Wait,
Martha has a. Were you still going to talk about your dream?
no, not about my dream, but
What? You got to focus on. You are killing me today. You said wait, and then you just stared at the screen. What is wrong with you?
because you said Martha's name, so I wanted to read what she wrote.
If you didn't yell wait, I would have kept going.
All right, go.
Martha asked in the chat, did you drink anything last night that could make you sneezy?
Oh,
What?
the gin. Remember I said I'm allergic to juniper trees.
Okay. But didn't someone say that? Didn't we research that and like gin wasn't going to make you sneezy?
We did not. However, I did take my allergy medicine after that. But
Okay, so let's try no gin for a week.
okay,
At
well,
least.
I don't.
This one, she's like the queen, kicks one back every night.
I should. I really should, but I don't. Okay, wait. I do have to call you off for something. So yesterday I went to our chiropractor, Dr. Swick. He's the bomb.
Mhm.
And I was telling him how originally Anthony and I had appointments back to back today. And I said to you, I want to come in when you go in because I want to see what you get.
Posture check. Yes.
And, as if it was like an ice cream shop. And he started laughing and he said, well, when Anthony's here, it's a whole lot of cursing. And I was like, what?
What?
And he goes, I said, like, conversationally? He's like, I said, or in pain. He goes, in pain.
I don't curse.
And
I
he's like-
make a lot of noises though.
And he said that. And he goes, it's a lot of, oh, that's the worst. No, that's the worst. That's the worst. And I was like, yeah, because he pretends that he's so tough, but he's actually a big wimp.
I do not pretend that I'm
And
tough.
that's what I had to say.
Hydrate reminder as well.
Oh, God.
I do not pretend that I'm tough. I will be the first person to tell you I am not tough. Like, I'm not fighting.
But you look tough. So people automatically think you think you're tough.
That's your problem for passing judgment on me.
And I was like, wait, he curses? I was like, and because I said he tells me
way.
I curse way more than him. He's like, maybe in Gen Pop, but in this office.
No way. I'm not sitting there and go like, oh, F this, F that.
No, he said that you're like, ow,
Yeah, those aren't curses.
alpha.
I don't do that though.
Ricky said, my chiropractor always said women have a way higher pain intolerance than men. Men would freak out.
Pain tolerance, not pain intolerance.
I don't know. Men would freak out and crack. He would freak out and he would crack me every which way. I wouldn't flinch. I feel so. Only
So-
when he's like into my injured things, like.
When I make the most noise at the chiropractor, it's always the same thing.
What is
Like
it?
he can work on my
Calf.
back, he can do my hips, my knees, my whatever. When he does that thing with my calf muscles,
So
it's the worst.
the belly of your calf is, we don't realize, and Fred the mailman probably
Did you say
does,
the belly of your calf? What'd you say?
the belly of your calf. That's the meat.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Who made that up?
I know this because I've been studying body parts.
Okay, the belly of your calf. Okay.
Is we put so much weight there. So much. Think of, like, other than your foot, that's carrying everything. So if you ever foam roll and you foam roll that, it's the most painful thing because it's so tense and it is so strong, but it also carries so much. So it's always tight. Always. So that's a big thing that he has to work on for me because if my calf gets tight, my ankle gets completely screwed. So that's a big one for me. And I've got some mage shoulder something in here. And when he that's when I scream.
In your shoulder? I don't think he doesn't really, other than cracking my back, he doesn't
Well-
really do anything to my upper body.
His arm doesn't like work sometimes.
Okay, well, that's a problem. Let's get back to the list for a second, though. Embarrassingly arrested. We do have the You Look Great giveaway. That is on the way. We'll pick that winner in about 8 minutes because this is going to be kind of quick. Embarrassingly arrested. Now, I don't want to get into the political implications of this story. Okay, so bear with me here. We can compartmentalize things if we need to. We are adults. The story that broke 2 days ago about Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy.
Oh.
I guess the FBI cornered him and took his phone for their investigation into allegations of vote tampering, false allegations of vote tampering. Because I guess at one point he was advising Donald Trump. The My Pillow guy was advising Donald Trump on how to handle all of the post-election stuff. So that happened. The part of the story, and this is the way my brain works, and this is why I'm a broken human. The part of the story that I can't get over has nothing to do with his phone or election fraud or the FBI taking it. It happened at Hardee's at a drive-thru. The FBI cornered this guy at a Hardee's drive-thru.
Why couldn't they get him at home? They did it
And
on
I
purpose.
just can't imagine a more embarrassing place for the FBI to activate their sting on you than a Hardee's drive-thru.
Well, I wonder what leads up to that moment. Because, they obviously knew where he was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like they're like, oh, God, he's at Hardee's. Go, go, go. They've been following him. What in that moment? That's what how do we get the FBI
So
on the
I
horn?
thought about this. And I think I know the answer, Carla
Stop.
Marie. What?
Sonali said Hardee's is capitalizing
Yeah.
on his arrest. They're using, quote, come get our pillow soft biscuits.
Yeah, they wrote something like, now that you know we exist, come try our Pillow Soft biscuits, which phenomenal work on their part. But I thought about why Hardee's? Why was that
Yeah.
the spot? And if you think about it, if you're at a drive-thru, you don't really have an option to escape. He had just ordered. The person was like, all right, pull up to the next position. There's probably a car in front of him.
Okay, but it's not, what is he going to do? Go outrun the FBI?
He could have hit the gas and gone.
I don't think I've ever
He's
been.
a wild card.
Do we have them here?
Hardee's? I don't know. Well, Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are the same exact thing, I believe. So we have at least one of them around here. There's got to be one.
I think we have a Carl's Jr.
Can
don't know.
someone in the
Yeah.
Seattle area let us know if we have a Hardee's or Carl's Jr.? I'm assuming there's a Hardee's on Aurora.
Oh. We have a Carl's Jr. here. Swifty said.
Okay. They are the same thing. Thank you, 83 Marie Smith. Appreciate that.
Well, that's embarrassing.
But so what I was going to get into, and I'm sure that someone here in the chat, someone watching, has been arrested, or hopefully not the FBI raiding you, but has been arrested in an embarrassing place. Like my getting arrested story.
You're in a car.
I was in a
Oh,
car, but I
but-
was at the mouth of the Holland Tunnel. So as I am being handcuffed and walked into a police vehicle,
And
I'm at the busiest tunnel entrance, basically, in one of the busiest in the world.
and you're not, my pillow level status, but
No.
people could have recognized.
And I
you.
also looked like a wild man. I had been wearing a beanie that day, and then as I was getting pulled over, I always think to myself, turn down the music, get your hands on the steering wheel, and if you have anything on your face or your head, take it off. Those are the three things, because I've been pulled over a lot, that I always do. So I had ripped off my beanie, and my hair was sticking straight up.
Shout out to just a couple Gamestas, first time chat. They entered in the contest, which by the way you can still do by
Oh, ain't that easy, is it?
Well, I was going to say hashtag enter, exclamation point enter. However, we just got a message from your brother, Michael, that said I got arrested at Six Flags and Anthony had to pick me up. You were in amusement park jail? I've always wanted to go there.
Did they? I don't remember if they actually put my brother in amusement park
What
jail or
did
if
you
they
do?
just left him in an office. He
Cut
he
lines.
was a little kid. I mean, it was middle school maybe. And I guess he was in one of the gift shops and had one of like a ring or something, and he was like showing it to someone and then mistakenly walked out. But then he walked back in to return it, and I guess was on his way to walk back in to return it, and that's when they caught him. He was like, "No, I was coming back to give it back." And
Well,
they
did
still,
he beep? How did they know?
I don't know, I think someone watched him. Something along those lines. I mean, it happened a long time ago.
Also, why?
Oh, amusement park jail closed in a
In
cell
middle
and
school?
all.
Were you just roaming around an amusement park alone in middle school?
Perfect retelling of the story. Bam. Wasn't even there. But I've also heard the story about a million times.
Wow.
So here's my
Has
question.
Justin ever been arrested?
I don't believe so. But here's my story, or here's my question for everyone. Have you been arrested? And was it in an embarrassing place? And I don't think that it's going to be more embarrassing than a Hardee's drive-thru. But I want to see if anyone in the chat, you've never been arrested, right, Carla Marie?
No, almost. But I escaped. There was a party.
No way.
What if-
So Fred the mailman in the chat said, I got arrested for falling asleep at a stoplight directly in front of the police station. I basically got walked 30 feet from my car. That's pretty amazing. That is incredible. There was actually a story when I was in high school. I used to live by a pretty, like, what's it called? Not busy intersection, but a well-known intersection in Ridgewood. And I went to high school with the son of the mayor of my town. And he was a little bit of a wild child, and I guess he got messed up one day, fell asleep behind the wheel of the car, but none of the local cops wanted to be the person that arrested
I don't blame them, but
the mayor's son, and they weren't going to leave him there because it was obviously
what'd they
dangerous.
do?
So they had to call the county cops, and the county cops came to arrest
you know
him.
what though? That's like a
Well, I mean, he was driving
No.
under the influence.
no. Those cops should have manned up.
Yeah, but
Literally,
you
you
never
have-
know. You never know in especially local politics how a local politician is going to take their revenge on you for arresting their son.
Okay, don't even get me started then because that's why police can't do their jobs.
Yeah.
I can't even. I quit.
What do you quit? Where are you going?
I don't know. These cats are doing things here. Erica and John sending each other love letters under this door like they're in prison.
Let's see. Lady from Queen said, in college, a buddy of mine was arrested when his car broke down. The cops came to see what happened, ran his license, and saw that he missed a court date for drunk and disorderly, but he was too drunk to remember that he had a summons.
I'll be honest with you. Anthony is 100% going back to jail because he skipped his jury duty
Mm-hmm.
and didn't do a single thing about it. So if he gets pulled over,
It's still
again-
on my to-do list, though, to call them.
no.
It's just
Stop
been
it.
on my to-do list since the summer. What?
It was in December when you got that.
No. Oh, yeah, it was.
We were at Steve's wedding.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll celebrate the year anniversary of
So
my
if you
court
get
date.
pulled over for speeding,
Mhm.
as you tend to do,
That's why I ride my bike everywhere now.
do you know my phone number? Because
Yeah.
you're just going to sit in prison for days.
I'll just call my mom.
And then she's going to call me.
She's one of the 3 phone numbers that I actually remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on my to-do list. I
Like-
just haven't gotten down to that part of the to-do list.
Part of me, you know what's going to happen though. If we're making this pact right now, if I have to come pick you up from jail, I'm recording this whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So what?
I don't know. It's embarrassing. I hope you're wearing a You Look Great shirt too.
Let's see. You want to read Karina's message before we move on from the arrested thing?
I'm just laughing at you getting arrested. Karina said, not me, but my fiance was driving home from work late one night. His Jeep matched the description of one that was involved in some crime that night. He was pulled over with guns out as they searched his car. Afterwards, they said, just have a good night.
That happened to my cousin Chris one time. He was just like walking somewhere in his
I
town.
think I
I
would
guess there was a
throw up.
robbery in that area, and he was wearing the same very common like North Face jacket, and a bunch of cops saw him, like pulled out their guns, and then someone was like, "No, that's not him." And they went, "Okay, leave."
Like,
Get out of here.
what? You should be given a gift card if something like that happens to you.
It's a Hardee's.
So like a local, something needs to be given.
All right, it is 8:30, so we are going to do the first You Look Great giveaway.
Why is it bothering you?
71 people have entered. If you want to enter, oh wait, no, it's stuck again. Let me go back.
I think it's just that screen. Yeah.
All right, wow, 142 people have entered. We'll wait until this clock on my end at least gets to 7 minutes, which means we've got 40 seconds left on my calculation. I don't know if that is transferred over to Streamlabs yet. There we go. Looks like we're caught up. So 30 seconds left. If you have not entered yet, type in exclamation point, the word enter, hit send in the chat. What you are entering to win is some limited edition, discontinued, or never released.
Never continued.
Never continued. You Look Great and Carla Marie and Anthony gear. We have it to the right of us right now. We have every size from small to triple XL, but we don't have large. So if you do have a large, you can pick a different size. If you do need a large, I should say, or you can pick this sweet backpack. Really, you could pick that backpack anyway.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
All right. Contest is over. Close giveaway. Draw winner. Drown You Out, who we just
Hey.
shouted out a second ago.
That's perfect because then she can send it to Andrew McMahon in the wilderness.
Yes, she can. So Drown You Out, let us know your size in the next minute or so.
Drown You Out's niece is Melanie, who modeled You Look Great gear for us last round and was also on the Morning Show podcast playing against her mom last week.
So Drown You Out, here's what we need. Now that you're here, we need your size, and you have to email hello@carlamorananthony.com to let us know your full name and your address. That way we can send it out. Did we figure out the size yet?
Medium, she said.
You saw that?
Yes.
Oh, I missed it.
Right there.
Oh, there we go. We do have medium, and I think that's that one. Boom. Pink Carla Marie and Anthony shirt. We are going to set up a new contest. Let me do
Sometimes
this
I'll
real
get like
quick.
a shooting pain in my left side of my body, like not kind of in my boob, but like also in my back. And I'm like, this is it. I'm going. And I think I'm dying.
But you're not.
I haven't yet, but I might.
All right, set image.
Carolina's here.
This is why we need a producer, by the way. I need someone to come in here and click all these buttons for me so I don't have to waste everyone's time doing it myself.
Kayla said it happens to her too. Oh, it could be gas. Oh, yesterday I was so convinced I had appendicitis.
All right, real quick. The contest is back up. The giveaway is back up. Same thing you had to do before. Exclamation point, the word enter, hit send, and we will do this giveaway right around 8:55, between 8:55 and 9. It'll probably be the last thing that we do.
So
Damn.
geez,
40 people in here in 20 seconds. That's amazing.
yesterday I laid down on the floor to pet the cats, and I was like, wow, that feels weird on my side. And I kind of like pushed on it, and it like shot pain all over like my side, like right where your appendix is. And I was like, oh, I really don't want to deal with this right now. And I continued to lay there, and it kind of went away. I was like, it could also be an ovarian cyst.
So I don't know if I've ever had full on like heartburn before, but sometimes if you have heartburn, can it like hurt in your sides and in your back?
I'm sure. So then I went to the chiropractor, and he was like, how's the day going? I was like, I don't know. I thought I had appendicitis an hour ago. So he did all the tests on me that they would have done at like an urgent care, where they like bang on your, like they do this to your like side,
Okay.
jiggle your leg.
Joggle? They joggle your leg.
All these different things. And I was like, I'm fine, which was like so nice. Then I have to go to urgent care to figure that out. But then I woke up this morning, and it like came back again. I think it's my ovarian cyst. So
Okay.
stand by.
I mean, everyone is now asking you all the different things: gallstones, appendicitis, kidney stones,
Oh, I think it also could have just been gas.
or whatever this is.
Sciatica?
Oh, sciatica. The hell, sciatica?
That's what I have in my back.
What is sciatica?
It's back pain, essentially.
Well, what does it come from?
Your iliac. Just give me a second.
Milwaukee Tom said it's the worst pain ever. Sciatica is?
What is? I think he means. Oh,
We need full sentences, people. Oh, there you go. Sciatic nerve.
But your iliac something. So your sciatic nerve essentially gets pinched by the bones or your discs, and it is so painful in your back, and then it starts hurting your legs, hence my life.
Well, as interesting as that is, we are going to move on to our big announcement.
Oh, yay!
So this is something, like I said, we would have teased a little bit more on social media yesterday when we found out about it, but social media decided not to work for us because Six Planets are in retrograde. So
I'll let you do this
why is that?
because
Okay. Well, we found out yesterday, Carla Marie, and everyone watching, that the two of us, the duo known as Carla Marie and Anthony, will be live at Alaska Airlines Field at Husky Stadium to be the in-game hosts for the University of Washington Huskies as they take on the Michigan State Spartans in the primetime game on Saturday.
yeah, so we are filling in for the regular in-game host. One of them is DJ Super Sam. So we get to do this together, which I'm so freaking excited.
Yeah, and if you're in the Washington area, Western Washington area at all, or maybe you want to make the trek out here, there are still tickets available to the game.
Mhm.
So you can actually come and hang out. Not going to be on TV. I know that's everyone's first question. Like, oh my God, you're going to be on TV. Where can I watch? We're going to be in the stadium doing all of the hits in the stadium on the big screen will be one of the two of us.
Yes. And we might be in the background because I'm in the background of a photo from a Seahawks touchdown.
Really?
Yeah. So you might see us in the background of something at the game. Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7:30 p.m. East Coast time at the greatest setting in college football.
It is one of the most beautiful settings in all of college
You're
sports.
literally on a lake.
Right on the shores of Lake Washington, you can look out and see, I guess that would be the Cascades that you're looking out at?
Yes.
Yeah, because if you're looking at
I would
Lake
think.
Washington, then you're looking east from here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the Olympics.
So if you want to go to the game, and you can cheer on the Huskies, obviously, but you can cheer us on instead. Even if you're a Cougs fan, Jordan and
Yes.
Puyallup, just cheer for us.
Oh, I'm so excited. Eats and Tweets works on the field, and she said I typically work with Super Sam at Deep.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we will see you there, hopefully. So we have to get there at, like 1 o'clock or something to rehearse, which I'm very happy about because I want to rehearse
I
things.
can't wait to show you how it's done.
I know. You can show me the ropes.
Hey, Zork Brian, thank you for like the 9,000 subs that you just.
Oh,
gifted.
sweet. 10 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much. And remember, it is September. So if you do want to subscribe or upgrade your subscription, you can do that this month. If you subscribe for 1 month, if it's like a new one, it's 20% off. 3-month subscriptions gets you 25% off. And a 6-month subscription gets you 30% off.
And Meg said, "Do you have a purple? You look great shirt to wear." We do, but we gotta wear Husky.
I think we have to wear Husky gear, right? Do they care what like brand you're wearing? Because like the school obviously has partnerships.
It doesn't, as long as it's generally how it goes in the past. From what I understand, as
Carla
long as
Marie.
it's something in the gift shop. So, what?
What are you
Not
looking
gift shop,
for?
pro shop. I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we will be there this Saturday. I'm very excited,
And-
especially because the Huskies did not give me a
Adidas.
fair shot at being an in-game announcer back when I auditioned for the basketball game.
Yeah. So, Anthony, you did not. Yeah, that was like the biggest rigged thing I've ever seen.
This happened a long time ago. I mean, this is right when they took us off of Power 93.3.
No, we were back. We were back on mornings on Kiss.
Were we?
It was right as we flipped, I believe,
Okay.
and we didn't hire Evan in Alabama yet.
So I auditioned to be the in-game host for the Huskies basketball team, and I got there, and it was only me and one other person, I think.
But it was like a live audition,
Yeah.
meaning they were like, "All right, we're gonna audition you by just having you host at this game," and they handed him the cards when he got there, which is like absolutely insane.
Mhm.
And they had you do the first half.
Not even the first half. I did 2 hits. One was before the game, and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna go introduce these 2 World War II vets in the corner of the arena," and then I had to host one game, I think.
Like,
But
no, you didn't. You didn't get a game. You got a game, but it was a boring game.
yeah,
And then this other guy comes in who's done it before, apparently.
he had worked with the athletic department in the
And
past.
he was like commanding the whole place. He knew what he was doing. Like, it was like he had a script beforehand, and they had him do like the super fun game, and then they handed out all these papers to the student section and said, "Vote for who you want." And I was like picking up all the papers, writing Anthony's name.
The fix was in, to say the least. No, but I'm very excited to be doing this,
Yeah.
and it's cool that you got back to back. I mean, these are 2 of the biggest football games that are going to happen in the city of Seattle.
I know.
Between Russell Wilson coming back to Seattle for the first time and this might be the Huskies' biggest game of the season. I mean, Michigan State coming to town, prime time. We don't know how good the Huskies are going to be this year, even though they are 2-0.
I will
And if
say,
they could beat Michigan State, it'll go a long way for the rest of the season.
I started painting my nails yesterday. In the middle of painting them, I was like, son of a bitch. Sparty green.
Now we know who she's really rooting for.
I got to repaint them to purple.
Let's see. Cat Zone 98 said, did I miss the announcement? The announcement is that we are going to be the in-game hosts for the Huskies this Saturday. So, and keep in mind,
We're filling in.
We're filling in. Super Sam does a phenomenal job. I don't know who the other host is.
Angela Salem. I've never met her, but I know she also does the Kraken.
Let's see.
The game is on ABC.
But you will most likely, I mean, there's a chance you might see us, but you most likely will not.
Yeah. So that's cool.
All right. Moving on from that, we still do have the You Look Great giveaway. That's going to be done in about 10 to 15 minutes. Here's the interesting thing I want to get into, and I need parents to call for this, so 201-305-0894. I came across a Reddit thread the other day talking about the controversy regarding bedtimes for babies. And I guess it all started when this one woman wrote that she doesn't believe in cribs or bedtimes for her children. And her whole
she
thing
just
was,
lets this kid sleep on the floor?
whenever the kid wants to sleep, it can sleep. And
How
she doesn't.
old is this kid? That's what I need to know.
Like under 3 years old.
Okay.
So her whole thing was, think about being an adult. If someone just told you to go to bed when you aren't ready to go to bed and then put you in something that looked like a cage, you'd be miserable too and you'd be crying.
But here's the thing, though. Tell any adult to go to bed and they're going to happily go to bed. So she cannot make that comparison.
Some would. But a lot of people, like it sparked this crazy discussion on Reddit with some people actually agreeing with her and saying, oh yeah, I don't believe in bedtimes.
So
I don't believe in forcing my child to go to sleep when it's not ready to go to sleep.
She has what some people call is free range children.
Yeah.
And you let them make the rules.
Let's see. Wise and Shine said the only free time I get is bedtime, which is an important thing, obviously. So my question to parents is, can you get down with this idea of no bedtimes for kids? What, Carla Marie?
We froze.
Oh, what the?
You can hear us still, I'm assuming?
Can you hear us?
Okay.
You can hear us. So I'm going to put this on the screen. Hold on.
Don't call yet, but
I'll put that
Martha
on the
said
screen.
hell to the no.
Let me see if
Lenny,
I can
you
reset
can call
this.
as many days in a row as you would like, but not at the moment.
Yeah, just let me fix this first.
Milwaukee Tom said, going to grow up to be spoiled and bratty. I think there's something to be said about giving your kids some independence. It just helps you as they get older as a parent to, if you slowly let them break away, like picking out their outfit at a super young age, like stuff like that, that isn't going to affect you as a parent is, I think, super important. But sleep is, if a kid's not sleeping properly or getting the right hours, it's not going to be healthy for them or for the parent.
I swear, I should have never updated this stupid GoPro.
Updating it ruined it?
I don't know. I updated it 2 days ago, and now it's not working properly. So I'm going to blame the update.
Azoric Brian says the world has structure. They need to learn that. Completely agree. Yep. Amanda said kids need structure and routines or they turn into wild animals more than usual. Yeah, like think about it. When kids go on vacation, you always hear parents come back and be like, we just kind of like, it was chaos because you're not in your normal routine. So you change their sleeping habits and all that stuff. And then they get home and it's hard to get them back to that.
All right, I think we're good. I think it's working. There we go.
Good job, Anthony. All right, you can
little
call
reset
now.
there.
Oh,
So
wait.
yeah,
Is it
what?
ready?
Oh yeah, we're good. The number is 201-305-0894. 201-305-0894.
It's just funny because one time when we were on the radio, you started giving out your own
I
phone number.
did.
He was like,
I only made it
908,
like 4 numbers in.
2, and I was like, ugh.
I only made it about 4
I
numbers
should
in.
have
It
let you
wasn't
keep
that bad.
going. Ooh. I like the ring. I'm glad it's not like a, Good morning, Martha in Kansas.
Hey, hey.
Hi. Okay, so you have 2 kids who are, how old are the boys?
They're 5 and 7.
Oh my God, 5 and 7. I feel like they're very tall, but I'm also short.
They're very tall.
Okay, good.
My Zach is almost as tall as me.
Oh my God. Okay, so 5 and 7 years old, how do you feel about just letting your kids go to sleep whenever they want?
Like zero. I feel zero about it. No, thank you.
So, but okay, let me ask you this: when your kids were really young, how hard was
Yeah.
it to actually put them down in their crib to sleep at night? Like, were they good sleepers? Were they bad
Honestly,
sleepers?
my kids have been great sleepers, and thank God for that. But I was from the beginning very a fan of letting them sleep in their own cribs when they napped, when they slept, because it was crucial for me because I needed my time.
That makes sense.
Like I couldn't.
And I think where this woman was coming from, and listen, I've never had to deal with putting a kid to bed, honestly, so it's great. I think her whole thing was like equating putting your kid to bed, especially in a crib that's
Hmm.
looks like a jail,
Mhm.
um,
Hmm.
making it a traumatic experience because they're not ready to go to bed, and you're just like leaving them in a dark room in a jail cell,
But it's not
essentially.
traumatic. We all did it and we're fine.
Are we?
No, I mean, I I read a lot of books. I
Mhm.
did all that stuff like a new mom would do, and I ended up doing something completely different when they were little. It was yes, they would cry when I put them down, but like I wouldn't leave the room. I would let them know I was there. I'm
Oh.
still here. You're going to stay in there though until you figure it out. You're good. You're safe. I'm here, but go to sleep.
And
Not
then
on me.
I know a lot of people talked about this in the chat. How important was your kid's bedtime to your sanity?
Very important.
Yeah.
I I don't I personally don't understand the people who let their kids stay up late only because I can't stay up late myself because I like to sleep. And the fact that if we have the same bedtime, I would have no time to wind down myself.
Right, because then you're just parenting around the clock. Like you
Yes,
need
like
that.
yes, exactly. Like I put them to bed. They go to bed at like 8 o'clock,
That's great,
and
man.
that like I have time for myself. My husband and I have time together, and then we just go to bed.
Martha, can you put me to bed at 8 o'clock?
Sure.
Martha, thanks so much for hitting us up. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. You look great.
You look great.
I remember when
Bye.
do you remember having a bedtime?
I vaguely remember my parents telling me to go to bed. Like, I don't remember what the bedtime was or if it was consistent.
I remember
I doubt
when
it was.
my sister and I were.
Oh,
I think this is Lenny. Let's see. Good morning. Who is this?
This is
It
Lenny
is
from
Lenny.
Lenny,
Queens.
what's going on?
Lenny and Queens. Okay, Lenny. So Brooke is 9. So what is her bedtime now?
Well, we aim for her to go to bed at 8:30, only because we know it takes about an hour for her to stall and find things. Oh, I want to read a story. I want to read my dolls a story to bed. I need to get my stuff ready. I'm like, no, it takes a lot of an hour.
I love it.
So we,
But Brooke
yeah.
at this age is in a regular bed, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. She
Okay,
has her
so
own bed, own studio, everything.
so when she was little though, and you're dealing with an infant who you can't really like, debate
Right.
with, what was the system then?
So, I mean, I I I like letting her make choices that I think that she can like honestly make. Like, okay, um, if you give a child a choice between candy and healthy meals, they're always going to eat candy.
Yes.
Right.
So
Um,
would I.
so yeah, but as they get older, they start to know what's healthy and what's not. When their brain hasn't fully developed, you can't say, oh well, that baby's going to think it's in jail. It doesn't know what a
It
jail
doesn't know
is.
what
Yeah, that's true.
So true.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is that and this is from what my sister told me because she's a child psychiatrist, is that as long as that baby feels secure, so you're not giving them this vast amount of space and you're there, something familiar, they're gonna be okay. You could put them in a, large cardboard box.
Yeah.
As long as you're there, they're gonna feel comfortable.
Well, yeah, and
So,
swaddling, they need to feel super safe.
well, okay, well, yes, that's true, but Brooke never liked to be swaddled.
So
She
then
always
let me
Makes
ask you
sense.
this, and I guess this is a discussion that can also go down in the chat. At what age, and I guess every child is slightly different, but at what age do you start to let your kids make small decisions on their own?
when you start to know that, it's part of the plan. It's baby steps, right? So,
Mhm.
you let them, you give them the importance of certain things, like the importance of eating your vegetables, and after a while, then you give them a choice of, do you want, for a snack, do you want that cookie or do you want a banana? And then there's sometimes, they know that one's healthy, one's not, but sometimes, you want to go for that unhealthy snack, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Once in a while, it's okay. And then as they get older, and you say, okay, what do you want to wear today? Because they know what's hot, what's cold weather, and you say, okay, well, I want to wear shorts today, and it's like 50 degrees. I was like, are you sure? Then no, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
okay. And then they realize
You're gonna
that
learn.
wasn't a good idea.
Right. Yeah.
And then that's how they learn. Well, anyway, Lenny, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Tell Brooke we say hello.
All right, great. You look great.
You look great.
I saw someone saying how clear Lenny sounded.
I think that was Jordan.
He uses a microphone.
Yeah.
At home.
And I need everyone to do me one favor, actually. And we did this back when we had a radio station. It helped a lot. If you could text us right now, we're not going to call you back or anything.
No.
But just text us with your name and where you're from. That way we can save it in our system like we used to do. And
Yeah, we
when
gotta
you
save
call
it.
us or text us, we know it's you right away and we can save some time. So text us your name and where you're from to 201 305 0894. 201 305 0894.
I'm loving all this parenting stuff.
Yeah. And one of the reasons we were talking, I know someone asked why we're talking about babies. It was a whole Reddit thread about whether or not your baby should have a bedtime or if you should just let it sleep kind of whenever it wants. And it seems like most people agree that your kid should have some sort of decision making, but not when they're infants.
It's cool seeing the text come through. We already had Mark in Denver saved.
Cool.
Got Becky from Miami texting in, Karina in New York, Marianne in New York. Oh, Lenny.
It's going to start coming in pretty fast. So
Okay. Thank you.
201 305 0894. And even if you're watching this on YouTube later, shoot us a text. We'll save your info. It doesn't have to be just right now during the live session. 201 305 0894 is the number. And the other thing that someone had asked in the chat was they were at a doctor's appointment and missed the announcement.
Yes.
So, Carla Marie.
This weekend on Saturday, Anthony and I are filling in, but we will be the in-game stadium hosts for the University of Washington football team. So it's kind of the gig that I do at the Seahawks, but we're doing it together at the University of Washington versus Michigan State. It'll be on ABC, but you probably won't see us on TV.
And the other thing that we have to do before we get out of here.
Oh, no, wait. I have an idea.
Okay, what's your
Because you
idea?
had mentioned something that, like, you've never had to put a kid to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy to me that people live their whole lives not taking care of a child and then one day have their own child to take care of.
Yeah.
It's like you can decide, you can like babysit someone's dog if you want to get a dog. Why haven't you like put in the effort as an adult to try to babysit?
Why haven't I?
Yeah.
Oh, easy. I don't want to.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if my niece can
Nope.
like put my nephew on an airplane.
By himself?
What? Kids fly alone.
Not that little.
Yeah, no, not that little. And but I think we should like do what we've talked about this before, like when you're in high school and you get like the sugar baby or the
Yeah, you should definitely do that. I agree.
Well, no, but I have done this.
Oh, then you don't need to.
And maybe when my sister has a baby, we can send them away and we can go stay at their house and see what happens.
I would, but I'm busy that day. I can't do it. I have a feeling.
Wait,
What?
Michelle said, it's funny you say that. My brother actually just did that. Did what? Fake babysat? Like babysat or went from never doing anything to having a kid?
I don't know. But
Oh, Dana on Long Island.
I think I want to just learn that when I have to learn it, you know? Because also, how
he babysat for a few days.
so how any parent puts their kid to bed, their routine is going to be different than how I do that down the road.
Yeah, but you should.
Because my kid's going to be different.
Okay. That's like never practicing to drive and just getting your license.
No, because roads
No,
and cars all operate the same way. Children don't. Households don't.
So wait, Dana on Long Island starts a new job on Monday. She said this will be her last live show for a while. Until you get settled in at the job and can put us on at the office for everybody.
Or at least you can listen to the morning show podcast on
Yes.
your way out to work. Where on Long Island are you? Are you going to be working on the island?
And Diana in Vermont said, child free by choice over here. I don't think it's for me, and that's okay. 100%. Currently child free by choice.
Yep.
But I'm the cool aunt. Samesies.
I think we need some more hydrate reminders because I feel like I'm losing my voice. Like it's just
You are.
very
I
dry.
told you that yesterday. Especially, you got to rest that thing because you got to be like, go Huskies!
I have a microphone though, so it's like I'm screaming to the whole arena.
Deborah said, I never did anything with kids until I had them. I never changed a diaper until my own, and I was 33. That's crazy to me, only because when my nieces were born,
Yeah.
and it's different when you're a kid, but I was 8. And the best part was that my sister had twins, so Ashley and I couldn't fight over them. We each got one, always. And we would fight over who to hold because Alyssa was so heavy because her head was so big. We all wanted to hold Gabriella because she was lighter. But we got to change that. Like, they were our little dolls. And when you're that age, it's fun. It's like, oh, I have this little doll. I want to feed it. And we, like, were kind of thrown into it then. Whereas, like, most people, like, if you're, like, 15 holding a baby for the first time, you're like, where we were just like, oh, I got it. I'm 8, and I'm holding this child.
Yeah, because you don't have the fear or the caution that anyone else has.
My family makes fun of me. They're like, do you know how to put the diaper on? I'm like, you guys act like you're... My sister does that all the time. I'm like, you act like you have 57 kids.
But here's
you're
the
pregnant
thing.
For the first time.
Here's the thing. If someone said, oh, do you know how to put a diaper on? I'd say, no, you do it. My goal in life is to change the fewest amount of diapers that I ever have to.
I will say that when the first time I babysat Michael, he was 2 months old, and I definitely gave him scolding hot formula.
Those are the things you could probably like read up on though. Like don't
I forgot to do the wrist test.
Is that a real thing? Why is that? Because you put it in the microwave?
No, there's they have a machine now.
You can't just put it in the microwave?
Well, you probably shouldn't put plastic in the microwave.
Okay.
That you're then going to feed your baby, which is probably why I have sciatica. But
I heat up all my leftovers in plastic.
Yeah, but you're not an infant.
Fair.
So, they have like this like machine now, and it's like basically like a Keurig for formula. You could also use your boob. Either way.
I can't.
I guess I never thought about that. What temp is the milk when it comes out of your boob? The teat.
I'm sure a mom here can tell you.
Because then you think about like we're putting things in microwaves for these babies.
What else you paused that chat a long time ago. Oh, body temperature. So 98. 98.6, if you will.
Yeah.
There's a baby Keurig?
That's what I just said to you.
You said they have a machine.
And I said it's like a Keurig.
Oh, I missed that part.
It's got the powder and the water.
You just like click it down?
Yeah, and you just hit like boop.
Why can't they just make that work with a regular Keurig?
Huh?
Like if you have a Keurig.
Yeah.
Or any of those pod things, why can't they just make like a breast milk pod? Why do you need a whole different machine?
Oh. Because then, have you ever had tea out of a Keurig? It tastes like coffee.
So you just like cycle some water through it.
You're giving your kids some straight up caffeine, things aren't going to go well.
Oh, it's not a pod. That's why.
It's not. It's like a tank. So there's a water tank and a powder tank.
And it just like, you just hit a button and it mixes it?
And it mixes it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 83 Marie Smith said you put powder and water.
I know. It's so funny. Angela said things have come a long way. It's crazy, like, because my mom, the last time she raised an actual child was 31 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, my nieces, she helped my sister a lot. But, like, she'll say things and we're like, no, that is not how it... She's like, what do you mean? You all turned out fine. And we're like, yeah, but there's better...
Did you, though?
Where there's better... That's what I said.
Every time...
I'm like,
every time someone says, oh, we did something this way and we all turned out fine, my go-to response is always, did you?
I know. They're like, boomers. Oh, we drank out of hoses and look at us. We don't got no water bottles and filters. I'm like, you all have diabetes.
My mom smoked 6 packs of cigarettes a day when she had me and I turned out fine. No, you didn't. None of us turned out fine. When will we all realize that? None of us turned out fine.
Yeah.
We're all messed up, all of us.
That water hose right there.
We all drink from plastic water bottles and have lead in our water, and none of us are fine. None of us.
No.
And that's what you have to remember when you're at home and you're like, I think I'm having a mental breakdown. Just remember, nobody is fine. You are normal. It is okay to think that the world is collapsing. And then you put your pants back on. I don't know why they were off to begin with. And you handle your shit. Or you take them off to handle it.
I was going to say, your pants shouldn't be on if you're doing that.
Oh, man. We're all losing it. We have to do one more You Look Great giveaway.
Wait, what did Julie say? Go up really quick, right there. Nope.
This is impossible, Carla. I don't know what you want me to do.
Beep. Baby powder was a topic of what we use as babies and today's babies. Do
I'm not
babies
sure.
not use baby powder now?
Well, why would it be called baby powder if babies aren't using it?
Because Johnson & Johnson makes it, and they call it baby powder.
Yeah, what was the baby? Someone explain this baby powder debate.
They
to me.
you know what they have now? Okay, so it's not Desitin. I guess Desitin exists.
Desitin?
So you put like this cream on a baby's butt and penis or vagina
Okay.
to make sure they don't get diaper rash. Like
Oh,
every
okay.
time you wipe them, you put this on. There's some new things, something with an M, but instead of like dunking your finger in it and putting it on, like you normally do, they have like this spatula thing. So my niece's baby changing station, she scoops it and slaps it on them, and I'm like, oh, this is actually way
Like
better.
she's Rachel Ray?
She's like, scoop.
Oh, so apparently the consensus in the chat is we don't use baby powder.
Yeah.
I never used it. So here's my question. I only know adult men that use baby powder on their balls.
Yeah, Scotty B does.
It's because they're like sweaty or something.
Yeah.
I've never
I
had
have
to get into that.
I have the boob dust from Mega Babe.
Is that really just baby powder?
Same idea.
So what was baby powder used for originally? A baby's butt?
Yeah, you would put it in their diaper, I guess. I don't understand like when you think about it, because then it just gets cakey when they pee.
Baby powder causes cancer? Oh, it keeps them dry.
The talc.
Where do you put it? Like in their
the
diaper?
yeah.
You put baby powder in
Yeah.
the diaper. I guess I'll never have to worry about this because I never did it, and I guess we're not supposed to use baby
Oh.
powder anymore. So
I really think
Oh,
we
you put powder on the butt.
to rent a baby.
I don't.
I think it would be fun.
I have zero interest. Listen, I am fine one day being a dad and doing all of the
Yeah, but I
parenting
think
things
it'd
as
be
a dad.
funny.
I want zero part of it until that day.
I think that would be a great reality show. You go to couples that have never done and are like, we don't have kids. Maybe we want to one day. Let's test it out.
Yeah, let's risk these small children.
But also, I
With-
wonder, like, okay, right now, say we had a baby and we had to put the bassinet in the room with us,
Mhm.
right? We also have 4 cats in there, and cats are like, shouldn't be around babies. But if I lock them out of that room, they're gonna claw the shit out of that door and scream all night.
So you put the baby in here. Or
No, you
something.
can't.
I don't sleep in that room anyway. I'll sleep in here with the baby.
All right, perfect, done and done. Or we could do the home ec baby, the fake baby.
No, like someone said in the chat earlier, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm just gonna say, like one of my friends, Rob and Lauren, they just had their baby yesterday.
Yes.
They're just jumping right into it. There was no baby practice before that.
But there's classes you take.
Yeah, I'll learn all the things. I'll watch the YouTube videos. I'll read the books. I'll listen to a podcast or two.
I actually don't think I'd like this idea.
Whatever.
Because you'd be like, you're not supposed to do it like that. And I'd be like, listen, bud.
Yeah. But cat poop is harmful. I mean,
So
cat poop should be harmful to everybody.
YouTube will be raising my children, Michael said. Pregnant women, 100%. It's not even should not. You cannot clean out a litter box.
Yeah,
when you're
nice
pregnant.
excuse to not do any house.
Well, it doesn't matter. I have a
housework.
litter robot.
True. Yeah, but can you even like zip up the bag?
I don't know. I can also wear a mask. It's fine. But yeah.
Will Tones mix the baby formula with a protein shake? I mean, if it works, absolutely. Why would I buy new things when I have perfectly good shakers here?
Same thing.
There you go. Oh, Fajita said I had have a litter robot and I still didn't go near it.
It's basically the cat's way of being like, don't bring this thing into the house. Caroline would be
Maybe
so
it's
good.
just an indication that cats never should have been brought into homes. If their poop can kill babies.
No, they are the babies. That's why they meow like baby noises. Caroline would be good with babies. She's been around Michael. She just sniffed him and loved him when he was like a little baby. Max hid in a corner. And Erica and John would probably just do this. So
We have to do this last You Look Great giveaway. We still have some time if you want to enter. All you have to do is type in exclamation point and the word enter. Hit send in the chat. We will give you about 30 seconds from right now to enter. So even though that's frozen, I will give you, oh, there we go. When that clock hits 11:20, we are closing this
no, the
drawing.
cat poop thing is legit. My niece's doctor was like, do not scoop.
5 seconds or so. Exclamation point and the word enter.
I don't have
3,
this anymore.
2, 1.
Actually.
Close giveaway. Draw winner. Who do we have? Anna Hernandez 91. Anna Hernandez 91. We are going to start your 90-second timer. And we need you to let us know you are in the chat.
Ooh, Angela said you'd probably be interested in the many do's and don'ts or not supposed to's of native babies. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, culturally, I mean, some of the do's and don'ts are scientific. Some of them are just cultural, too.
There's also like health do's and don'ts and superstitious do's and don'ts. Like
Watch out.
Michael, my nephew, his hair grew so fast and it
Okay.
was so long. And my niece was like, I need to cut his hair. And everyone on the dad's side of the family and my side of the family were like,
Why?
you can't cut his hair until he's 1. It's
What?
It was
Why?
like an Italian thing. It's
Oh.
like apparently superstitious. And she was like, I'm cutting his hair. All right, look, you're looking for Anna. Someone said, how do I get this color that I'm wearing? It's actually one of the things that we're giving away. Not this exact one, but we have.
We have the hoodie, right?
color.
40 seconds for Anna to respond. Otherwise, we're picking another name.
Did anyone see if she was in here?
Diana in Vermont said, no, who said that? Nas Mama said, same in my culture. What culture is that?
Just make sure we didn't miss her.
I'm looking. Oh, no, there's people congratulating her. Anna Hernandez, looking for Anna Hernandez. We got about 10 seconds until.
Oh, Navajo.
Oh, Navajo. Are you not supposed to cut their hair in Navajo either? In that tradition?
But I also feel like for Native Americans, there is a spiritual reason. Like Italians.
Well, for a lot of those cultural things come down. Oh, timer is up. Regardless of what your culture is, the cultural reasons are rooted in some sort of belief,
Mhm.
right? All right, we have to pick another name, Carla Marie.
Okay.
Draw another winner.
Tracy C76.
Tracy C76, you got 90 seconds. Let us know if you are in the chat.
Oh my God, I love this. Angela said to Naz Mama, where are you from? I'm Nez Pierce. Yay,
Oh, there we
Tracy.
go. So, Tracy, let us know your size or if you want the You Look Great pink drawstring hoodie backpack. And you're also going to have to email us at hello@carlamarieanthony.com to let us know your name and address.
Do please. What size is that?
I don't know.
XL.
Oh, XL. There we go. So what do we have in XL? It should be that black. Oh. I definitely pulled an XL today, so. There we go. Carla Marie Anthony red hoodie. There you go. So email us hello@carlamarieanthony.com. Let us know your name and address. Anyone who won, make sure you do that. I know Carla Marie sent out a bunch of them yesterday, and then we ran out of tape. So there's
Yeah.
still a couple that have to be sent out, which will be done today and tomorrow.
Mhm.
Thank you very much for hanging out with us. If you are at the game, excuse me,
The university.
if you're at the University of Washington football game on Saturday, please have your phones out, share pictures with us.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a really cool experience for us to do that, especially together, which will be fun.
And also, please sign up to play a game on the Morning Show podcast if you haven't already.
All right, ready to go, Carla Marie?
Peace out, Cub Scouts. This has been fun.
Let me see if I can end this stream from my
I'm glad
phone.
we all got to parent together today. If we ever have a child, you guys will all babysit. We'll just ship it around like you know when everyone had a class pet or like a class like stuffed animal you would take home?
I'm just going to ignore this
It's
whole...
the only way I'll have a kid.
All right, I'm going to, let's see, put the stream ending. Let's see if this worked.
Caroline.
Oh, it worked. And now I can
Whoa.
hit end stream from